Hi, everybody. Diane Lupo from Inner Voice Reiki. For those of you who are just joining me for the very first time, I am a Reiki voice teacher, a Reiki master teacher, and a voice teacher, and a performer. And I write and record music, and I'm working on a second and third children's book. So busy, busy, busy. Not really. I've been taking it easy. I have a lot of things in the fire, and I'm wondering, like you, when am I moving forward? When am I getting ahead? When am I getting my projects done? Well, according to astrology, it looks like everyone should be in a better position moving into 2025 than we were all of this year. It was a tough year. Energetically, we had a lot of stops, start, stop, start, stop. So we're going to clear the air a little bit. I want to just give you a little frequency clearing. Take a nice deep breath, always through the nose. I get a lot of air in my nose, and then hold it. Breathe out through your mouth. Excellent. It's all about frequency these days. That's what everyone's talking about, frequency and vibration and raising your vibe, because the planet itself has raised its vibration a bit. And there's so much going on out in the stratosphere that we as earthlings are affected in so many different ways. Last night, I've been trying to go live every day. I missed yesterday because I was out doing a live event and the day was too hectic, and I have to be centered and at peace and somewhat have my act together when I meet you, so I'd make some kind of sense. Otherwise, it's all on recording, right? It's all part of it. So a lot of you were asking about love yesterday. I was surprised because the beginning of the week it was all career. And then last night it was all about relationships, and not just boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. It was about family, daughters, sons. Even at my live event, it was about a daughter, and the other one was about a son. And it was interesting at the dynamic that, love comes in. Sometimes we don't have a choice in the matter as to who our family is, right? Or who our friends become, or what our spouse may turn into. So that things change, life changes, people change, believe it or not. And we have to either adapt or reset our boundaries and let go. We have to let go. So that's an important message I kept receiving last night, was for people to just let go of what the outcome is going to be. If you've given all you can to a relationship, a husband, a child, a friend, and you see that it's still draining you, or it's still not reciprocal in any way, shape, or form, there's going to come a moment when you will realize you deserve more. You deserve something better, or just something that is not so draining. It's most of the time better to just be alone than to be with someone who is constantly taxing you, trying you, draining you, pivoting you against others. So when you reach that point, always try to bring love into the situation and understand that the other person is more than likely in a lot of pain on some level. But that doesn't mean you need to be the brunt of that pain, or you need to carry the load of that pain. We all came here to learn, grow, and descend. And if you deprive someone of learning their lessons, going through their karma, dealing with their issues, then why are they here? So sometimes we have to take a step back, realize we've given all we can, let them know we're there if they need us, so that we love them, or we'll continue to love them from afar. And that's happened in many cases in my life where I had nothing else to give, and I would just step back. And I learned that early on, actually, and I can see the pattern now in my lifetime. There were people that I just let go, and I look at that thinking, well, was that a right thing to do? And the more I analyze it, yeah, it was the right thing for me. So you have to do what's right for you. And the only way you can do that is through the quiet, through the peace. And the only way you can get there is to take the time for yourself to be quiet, connect to source, connect to your inner feelings, and really listen to them and honor what you are feeling in your heart. Honor the feelings you get in your gut. Honor your foresight and what you perceive is right and what is wrong, and make your decisions based on that. When it's a child, it is more difficult, for sure. I understand that. But same thing, we're all here for the same reasons, to learn and to grow and to ascend. So without allowing someone that process, we're depriving them of some invaluable lessons. So keep that in mind, and always, always, always bring love into the situation when you can, as much as you can. Now, with that being said, I thought I would ask, being that I haven't gotten any questions yet in my on my YouTube feed, and I want you to ask questions. So whichever one you tune into, write some questions in, and I will certainly address them. I'll bring them up in future YouTube videos. I will be doing astrological reads very soon. I'm just not ready yet for that. I want to wait till we're closer to the new year, and then I will be doing all 12 astrology signs for the new year. So, right now, I want to ask, is there any advice you can give to the person out there who just tuned in to how they can have, or what they can expect from the relationship they are most concerned about? I don't know if I'll remember that question to repeat it. So I hope you got that, angels. What advice do you have for the person who just tuned in for the relationship they are most concerned about right now? And these are the fairy cards. I have to get that one because that is a flying card. Oh, it's about a daughter. So if you had a question about your daughter or someone who's like a daughter, it could be a niece, but the answer to your question involves your daughter. Oh, so someone out there is having an issue with their daughter. So what advice, fairies, can you give this person who wants to know about their daughter? A better way to communicate with their daughter. Patience, please. Patience, please. And of course, a vegetarian, which I've been on the verge of that again. So the fairies always pull. I always get this card for every reading. They want everyone to be vegetarian. So let's see. I'm going to cut the deck now. And what advice are you going to give whoever is tuning in for their daughter? Wow. Emotional healing. Before you can proceed in a relationship that is in trouble, and I'm not a counselor, this is for entertainment purposes only, but I am old, probably older than most of you tuning in. So I have a lot of experience, especially in love. I'm a Pisces. I fell in love a lot in my early days. Emotional healing. You have to start with you. That's the bottom line. If you're looking for someone to fill a void or to make your life better, it's not going to work out for the best. It just doesn't work out. It might work out for a little while and then it will peter out. You have to do your own work first before you think about healing a relationship with a daughter or a son or a cousin or a sister. So dig deep. Emotional healing. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you will receive new blessings and love. You know, it's very interesting. I did a class not too long ago of the Hawaiian Ho'oponopono. And the Ho'oponopono is really healing from afar. It was based on a doctor's research where he just sat in a room and he emptied out an entire asylum of very sick individuals. One by one, they became better and they left. And he never met with them. He would just repeat this meditative prayer: I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Very strong. Look it up. Ho apostrophe O Pono Pono. Ho'oponopono. It's a very, very healing meditation. Start with yourself. Search out those limiting beliefs. Search out the anger issues, the woulda, coulda, shouldas in your heart chakra, the regrets, the grief. Yank it out. And if you can't come to terms with it, at least let go of its power hold it has on you. Don't allow it to have a power hold on you. Let it go. Then when you are healed, and I don't mean completely healed and you have we're human, we're always going to have something. And when we think we're there, something, a whole bunch of other stuff comes up. So know that. But at least if you're in the process of looking within at what needs to be healed within, then perhaps you will look at the relationship with a little bit of a different perspective so that you can bring love and patience, right? Patience and understanding. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. Many people that I read for and consult with, they just think, well, my daughter's not talking to me. Well, why isn't she talking to you? I don't know. And then as you start to dig, we don't know what the daughter's going through. Maybe she's going through a whole bunch of stuff that the mother or the father or the sister have no idea about. They don't have a clue. And they're trying to mend on one level when that other person is at a whole different level. So be patient. Start with yourself, emotional healing, and have the patience to allow it to unfold and to work out for the other person. I love how the cards just answer the question. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Admit your true feelings to yourself. So when you're doing your emotional healing, don't sugarcoat it. Get the mirror out. Look at yourself. Were you stubborn? Were you only looking at things from your perspective? Were you being selfish? Were you being opinionated, judgmental? What was going on with you first? And then admit those true feelings to yourself. When you're honest with yourself, it will just open up that much quicker, and the healing will begin that much quicker. Wow, this is strong. Whom do you need to forgive? And I'm glad it's written that way, because I always say, is it who or whom? I forgot the rule. Whom do you need to forgive? Many times, and I believe I wrote that in the card pull on my Facebook page last night. I did a pick a deck, and then I pulled 3 cards from each deck for each whoever picked those numbers. And one person didn't know what it meant to, let go and clear away. And, I tried to explain, sometimes you not only need to forgive the other person who hurt you or caused you trauma or said unkind words, sometimes it's you need to forgive. I had a friend who used to beat himself up terribly because he thought he disappointed his parents, and he didn't let that go. And I know his parents are so proud. He's such a wonderful person, but he couldn't see that. So until you forgive yourself for your shortcomings, it will be difficult to open up that heart chakra and allow love to be drawn to you. That's what happens. The more you open your heart chakra, the more of the person that you want to attract you become. If you want to attract somebody fun and somebody loving and someone who pays attention to you, well, you have to do that for yourself first. That took me a year. I didn't get that till I was like 55. So too late. No, well, you have to forgive yourself, and you have to learn to honor yourself and take care of yourself. And then you have the possibility now of being an open magnet to attract like-minded energy, right? So as you release old anger, and I put resentment, and I put grief in there, disappointment, failed expectations. Once you let go of all that woulda, coulda, shoulda junk, you'll find that your wishes will come true, because you'll be a beam of light, of beautiful energy. You'll be open and free and honest with yourself, and you'll have space. My mentor, Roland Comtois, came into my house one day and I had this beautiful bowl on my table with all these, I don't know, Christmas bells or something were in it. And he said, take everything out. I said, okay. I kind of liked the way it looked, but okay. And he said, if you have an empty vessel, then you have more ability to attract more prosperity. And that rang a bell. So I always leave an empty bowl in my house somewhere that normally I would have put little mints in or some kind of decorative that I would have thought I had to fill it up. But now I honor the empty hands, because I know I'm allowing more abundance to come in, more prosperity to come in. Affirmations. So if you're trying to, and I shouldn't say the word trying, if you're in the process of attracting love or attracting healing for your child, then get into that positive frame of mind to lift up your thoughts and energy to attract what you desire. Use positive affirmations. I'm so happy and grateful I have a wonderful relationship with my daughter. It's kind of like the Ho'oponopono. If you put it out there, I'm sorry, forgive me, I love you, thank you. I am happy and grateful that my relationship with my daughter gets better and better every day. If you put the intention out to the universe, and if you hold it for at least 17 seconds or longer, it takes hold in the universe. If you can hold it for over a minute, 68 seconds, I believe, is the law of attraction, it will take hold out there in the universe. And if you do it repetitively on a daily basis, you got a nice momentum going, a good rhythm, positive energy flowing in the right direction. Your desire is in reach. Your desire is in reach. So know that whatever's going on with you and your daughter, maybe it's your son, it will come to a better understanding and perfect timing. Oof, I can't believe how these cards came up. This is the right time for you to move forward. Have faith as everything is working out in your favor. So know you're on the right path. It's all going in the right direction. Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. Well, that's important. This is assertiveness. And I feel that goes along with the emotional healing, right? If you're not strong in your assertiveness about healing yourself, then it will become more difficult for anyone else to fill in that blank, to find the peace with you, to come to a beautiful understanding. So if anyone out there, and I think you did, if you tuned in and you had a question about a child or a sibling or some relationship, here the daughter card fell out, so it's especially strong for you. If none of this resonated with you and you have a great relationship with everybody, then good for you. The underlying card. What did I talk about in the beginning? Let go. Let go. As you surrender the need to control, I want my daughter to be here for Christmas and we're going to get along, darn it. And that's it. you can't put control on any situation that's based in emotions. You just can't. It's a no, it's a losing proposition at the get-go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts what you desire. So here's the lesson for today. Work on yourself. Use the patience that we talked about 2 days ago. Patience, please, bringing love into the situation. Heal yourself, which entails admitting your true feelings and forgiving yourself and forgiving the other. And maybe you're not ready to forgive the other yet, but at least you can forgive yourself. Move your vibration up with positive affirmations, and your desire will be within reach in perfect timing. Not when you want it. Sorry. Not when you want it. When it's right. When it's right for the other person too. See, there's another person here who has a whole other story going on that you might not know anything about. So, yes, be assertive in your quest for your own healing and your own momentum of energy moving up the emotional scale. But be patient and always, always, always bring love into the situation. I send you many blessings for that relationship. I hope it works out. I'll be doing more love cards in the days ahead. So tune back in with more. Maybe the next one will be about a love interest. I'm going to pull a few cards from the Moonology deck. A lot of people picked this deck yesterday, and it was good. It answered a lot of people's questions. This is a general for someone else who tuned in who didn't want to hear about love or relationships. They just wanted a message. Let's see, what message do we have today for December 8th? And again, I thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like this if you did, and hit the notification bell and share it if you can with your friends. And please leave a comment. What would you like me to read about? What would you like me to cover? Any topics about divination or energy or Reiki or voice, whatever you want to ask about, please ask away. I am an open book for you, because if I can share anything to help someone move further along on their path, I will. Oh, I'm going to stop right here. This is how I want to leave you today. You are good enough. You are good enough. You are good enough. We all need to hear this. And we don't say it to ourselves often enough. And sometimes we live with somebody who makes you feel less than, or we have other people around us who make us feel less than good enough. Don't let that happen to you. Never let anyone steal your joy or your power or the essence of what makes you so special, because each one of us has something special to bring into this world. Honor that. You are the light to light others' ways. Make sure you shine bright. I send you love and light and many blessings.